We got to talk about how regulators are navigating this as well. And some of those banks were summoned to a meeting with regulators in the wake of this situation. Who are the regulators that we should be watching here, and what could they potentially be targeting?
Well, Julie, the reporting coming from Bloomberg that the Securities and Exchange Commission, in addition to the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, or commonly known as FINRA in the space, had some meetings that kind of tried to dig a little bit deeper into the mechanics of what exactly happened with Archegos and whether or not this could be spreading to other parts of the financial system. We don't know the details of those meetings. We don't know even more specifically who was part of those meetings, but it does show some interest from the part of at least U.S. regulators to try to figure out what exactly happened in this case. Now, there are a number of other regulators that could get involved. Obviously, this is a global story when you think about the involvement of both Credit Suisse and Nomura, but you wonder here in the United States if a body like the Financial Stability Oversight Council, or FSOC, could get involved. Obviously, Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, the head of that Justice League, if you will, of regulators, which includes the likes of the Federal Reserve, which is the large bank holding company regulator in the United States, in addition to the SEC, the CFTC, the FDIC, and a number of other alphabet soup of regulators. So we don't know if the FSOC has had any sort of kind of conversations on these things, but when you consider that this is a non-bank issue, that could be something that was in the purview of the FSOC. So a lot of questions here about how regulators will approach this. One possible way they could attack this is through changes to the SEC filing infrastructure. So there's a lot of questions about how this particular family office run by Bill Huang was able to skirt some of the regulatory disclosure requirements by engaging in swaps as opposed to outright purchases of some of these stocks. When you think about Viacom, CBS, or the other Chinese stocks that this family firm had large holdings in, whether or not the SEC could try to change the reporting requirements under, say, the 13F form could be in view as well, Julie.